One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed. I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Another try for Guerrero. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Bears at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Now McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And again, back to Kmet. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Go!
Again, it's Guerrero. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Guerrero. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaac Guerrero. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Looking to throw McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To the air, Williams. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Let's go now. Go.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the... And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go.
On play action, here's Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw, Williams. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. Working out of the gun, Williams. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, 50 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything in the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Right back to Swift again on second down. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
To the air with McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's second and 10. On play action. Now McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 32-yard line. McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a second and 10. Stick him with a pass. Here's McCarthy. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Let's go now.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
In motion right is Addison. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Here's McCarthy. On pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. McCarthy caught on a slant. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw, it's Williams. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Isaac Guerrero. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This is caught by Addison. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Back to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Swift will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Oh, they'll try to run a reverse here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Williams, a final shot before break. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Still on his feet. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
In motion right is Addison. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Williams. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A give running left now, Guerrero. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Check, 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 check. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Rig alert, rig alert. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Handoff here, Guerrero. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Isaac Guerrero taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. McCarthy is set to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think we've hit that point in the game now where any score you get could be the one that actually wins it. So above all, you want to avoid a turnover that leaves you coming away with nothing.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Addison will go in motion left. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now they'll go with a reverse. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go! Cowboy 80. Go!
On play action, here's Williams. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Swift on the counter. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it down 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, 67 yards. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Bears 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Open man is Samuel, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On the give, it's Garindo. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. To the air, Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze. 27 yards. And the Bears are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Williams. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Williams. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, 74 yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Let's go.
Williams going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To the air with McCarthy. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Down the left sideline. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Hey, smash. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
That keeps the score at Vikings 59, Bears 54.
So here we go, 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Set.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Minnesota, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.